Today's video is really going to be a bad one, but it's kind of weird. Like, as soon as I want to start recording, that's when the neighborhood dogs just want to start barking like nonstop. So I'm gonna let you guys know, headphone users, please be warned. I don't know why, but please just be warned. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlogs. Today is not going to be a how-to or step 8, step 9 type of video. This is really going to be a upsetting. It's really going to be an upsetting video about the Pontiac. So I'm gonna just get right into it because you guys know I like to ramble on. Okay, this is officially the most easiest difficult engine swap I've ever done on a car. Easiest meaning that everything is lined up, bolted up. I'm trying to splice in the factory vehicle harness in with the new engine harness. The reason why I'm having difficulty is because I'm trying to do this without a wire diagram. So as you guys probably can see, that this is probably the dumbest thing I could have ever done, because like I said, I'm trying to do an engine swap with no diagram. I'm just trying to go off of this, which really isn't the most accurate thing to do, because let me walk you guys down here. Let me give you guys a brief recap, and we're going to walk through some of the things, what I'm about to do, and you guys may actually kind of be surprised. So let's take a look. Hoorah! So this is where we left off at. Okay, so maybe you guys can probably help me too. So let me go through step 1, right? I figured everything was just going to be completely labeled. I took a chance. I took a chance. I took a gamble. I was like, all right, it really can't be that hard. I'm really just trying to get some of the engine stuff lined up. I tell you, man, it's Hot Rod Sunday around here. So I'm really trying to get some of the engine stuff lined up. Okay, so here we go. We got all the pinks, all basically just we got everything hot wired in. We got the pinks. Okay, so you zoom down here. These are the pinks, as you see, coming out of the fuse box. Okay, just in case you guys are probably wondering. I'm so sorry about this video. I mean, I know the dogs are probably annoying you guys, but like I said, I live in a neighborhood that's really busy on the weekends. Okay, pink wires from the fuse box. Over here we have the pink wires coming off our our LS or Vortec engine, whatever you guys want to call it. And where is it? Here we go. And we got the pink and orange wire and all that stuff that we need. So basically everything is like hot wired in. Okay, alligator clips here. That's the red. It's going straight to the battery. We got all the pinks coming off of that. Alligator clipped in, black going straight to the battery. And we got our ECM stuff going straight over here. I hope I'm not missing a wire. I really hope I'm not missing a wire here. Okay, all right. So the reason why I did this, I just wanted to see if I can get the engine to turn. I wanted to see if I can get the engine to fire up. So I'm gonna take you guys through that first step, and I'm gonna show you what's going on. Why I can't use the key, because if you guys remember, oh, obviously it's right here. I was trying to spider all this into, the engine harness, try to spider everything together, basically wrap it up, tape it up, make everything look nice and clean. Hooked up a couple ground wires. I bought the block off plate for this. Okay, so if you guys do the LS engine swap, okay, I kind of lowered the engine a little bit, set a new angle and stuff like that. The alternator is not going to be a problem. All this clearance is not going to be a problem. The only hood clearance that you're going to have is this sensor right here. They do sell block off plates for these. I'm not going to be using this crap anyway. I just wanted to hook it up, make sure I had all my necessary wires for the engine harness, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I hooked this up. I bought a block off plate for this, so this is going to be eliminated. And as you see, this was making a couple dents in the hood. Yeah, that was stopping the clearance, so that's going to be eliminated. Other than that, that is it for that one. So Let's do this. That's why, oh yeah, that's why I was getting ready to say. That's why when I try to turn the key, nothing happens because I don't have any of the proper wires actually installed. So if we hot jump, if we hot jump the starter, this bad boy will crank. So we got the engine to crank. Why is it cranking slow? You guys are going to ask. That you guys are probably going to say, well, the engine is cranking slow, so you're not going to get enough fire. That's your problem right there. I know that. Why I know that? Because the battery is definitely weak. I got the battery charger on it right now. It's a couple dead cells in the battery, so I will have to get another one. It's on the battery charger as we speak. It's a cheap, very inexpensive, not even inexpensive, I'm gonna just call it what it is, cheap. It's a cheap battery charger. You might as well call it a battery tender. So I got that hooked up to the battery. I'm gonna run out, buy another battery. So if you guys also see that, well, you can't see yet, I got the engine to crank. I am getting spark. I'm not getting any fuel. So with the Pontiac G8s, there is no, there isn't a fuel pump relay. Kind of weird. I may be wrong, but I really did like a lot of search. There's no fuel pump relay. There's only a fuel pump fuse, and that's located inside the trunk and the fuse box back there. So if you guys want, I can actually show you that, and let's take a look to the back. So where are we at? Where are we at? We're back here in the trunk. You guys may not hear me that well. Because basically I got the phone. Yeah, I'm vlogging back on my iPhone. Goofy me, I loaned out my new vlogging camera and I haven't even used it once. That's crazy. So, as you can see, this is the fuse box that's located in the trunk. There's really nothing on this side over here. If you look inside your manual, these are like spare relay holders. That's all that goes over here on this side, these two big slots over here. This is the main fuse right here. This is a 20 amp mini. Let me see if I can get you guys to see. There we go. It's a 20 amp fuse for the fuel pump. And that's it. So there's no relay for the fuel pump, because if there was a relay for the fuel pump, then obviously I can just, you know, jump the relay and that would send fuel up to the motor, and that'll allow me to check, you know, fuel pressure and stuff like that, and then the engine would at least do something. So, oh wow, look at that. Now the battery's reading 100%. Oh, there we go. Man, I tell you, things are weird. I'm so mad my other one broke. I left it outside. Damn it. So yeah, like I was saying, if it had a fuel pump relay, then I will be able to basically just bypass the relay, you know, hot wire or something like that. That will at least send fuel up to the engine. Then, because I will be getting spark and fuel, then that would kick the engine over. It would at least start and die, start and die, start and die. That way I'll at least know that everything is running. And the reason that it's starting and dying, because I have not been able to actually wire up the OBD2 port connector to use my HP tuners to turn off VATS. Now, a lot of people have that misconception that, like, oh, my LS swap won't start. It's the VATS, it's the VATS, it's the VATS. No, that's not necessary. That's not the case. I'm not even gonna say necessarily the case. That's not the case. So here, let me give you guys it's probably been all over YouTube and other videos and stuff like that. I'm gonna let you guys know because you're watching my videos. VATS is basically vehicle anti-theft. It's going to allow you to start the car. It's going to kill the fuel signal, which makes the engine stop running. So it's going to start. No more than 2 seconds after it starts, it's going to shut off. So that's what VATS does. VATS really doesn't prevent the vehicle from being started. No, VATS does not prevent the vehicle from being started. So if you do an LS swap and the engine dies as soon as you start it, that's the VATS. If your engine, if you do the LS swap and your engine is cranking and cranking and cranking and cranking and cranking, you got to check something. Basically, you know, engines only need a couple. You got to look at it like this. Every engine wants to run. They want to run. You got to just find out what's preventing them from running. So you got to do the basics. You got to do the walk around. You got to start with power. Am I getting power? That's basically it. Fuel and spark. That's what make the engines run. So this is actually what I'm getting ready to do now. I think every performance G8 owner needs to cut a fuel pump access panel, especially when you want to upgrade your fuel pump. You know, no one wants to be dropping the damn tank all the time. So I have the basics here with me. I got some 10 snips and I got some channel locks over there. So basically I'm going to cut this ring out. It's going to be real easy I'm not going to buy the kit. Why? Because I'm kind of a fabricator. Kind of, a little bit. So I'm going to cut this ring out, probably see if I can hot wire the fuel pump. That's at least going to prime the lines, get some fuel up to the motor, and then I'm going to see what happens from there. That may actually conclude the video. I don't know, because it's kind of late on the Sunday. I told you guys I was going to post a video today. It was going to be really, really late. If I don't record any more footage, this is probably going to be today's video. Let you guys know where I'm at with the car. Engine is in. Oh, getting back to the wiring part. So this is what Goofy Me has done. Like I told you guys, I was trying to wire this thing up without any type of schematics, all data, Mitchell, or anything like that. I went out and bought the Haynes. The thing's about like that big. It's about like as thick as my head. It's like the Haynes manual. I'm gonna see if I can probably put a picture up right now. The screen and let you guys know. So really, once I get that manual, I'll be actually able to get a schematic of every single wire and do this LS swap the proper way. Typically, I've done LS swaps in older cars, but you really only need like three wires, and that's like really it. Everything else gets powered into the fuse box. When you want to do an LS swap and kind of keep it factory on like a more modern car like how this one is, you're definitely going to need a pinout, basically a wire diagram. So once I get a hold of that, I guess I'll upload a couple screenshots of pages that I use to help you guys out in case you guys are, you know, kind of doing this with me. I really look, I'm gonna let you guys know a little secret here. All right, so it's already mid-October, almost late October. Atco Raceway is going to be allegedly closing soon here in South Jersey. So that's why I'm like really, I'm not being lazy with the build. It's just that I'm a dad. I also got to go to work. And I'm trying to hurry up and at least make a race at Atco before the season closes. So yeah, I'm gun-ho. I got held up on a couple videos too. I was supposed to make the drive shaft video. If I don't get this access panel done today, I'm just gonna hurry up, yank out the drive shaft, and make a vlog about me going to the drive shaft shop like I told you guys I was gonna do, but I didn't get a chance to. So it's probably gonna be a filming 2 videos in 1 video type of thing. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna still keep on wrenching over here. I'll give you guys a couple more updates. So, should I go back to my original catchphrase as all right? All right, so I got the voltmeter out. We cut out the access panel for future builds. And as you guys probably see, well, yeah, I definitely need the Haynes manual. That way I can do an actual pinout and see what's going on. So I pulled the connector, well, cut the access panel, pulled the connector and everything. Wanted to see if I was getting power. You know, I wanted to see if I was getting power coming back here. So I got my little test meter here and stuff like that. So I'm not getting anything, no juice going back to the fuel pump wiring. So that lets me know that something is definitely cut. up there under the engine bay that's sending power and ground and all that stuff back here, that's at least going to allow me to jump this. So I definitely need that Haynes manual. If not, I'm probably gonna have to rewire the entire car just to get certain stuff running, which I don't think I have to. I really don't think I have to, because all the wiring and everything is already there. So I really want to use the existing wiring. I don't want to just like run my own wires. It's kind of pointless to like run your own wires and run your own. Yeah, I cut my finger. You knew that was going to happen. So anyway, it's kind of pointless to run your own wires and fuse box when basically the car comes with the fuse box. So in a sense, you can still run your own wires and use the existing fuse box that's in the car. Because I'm not mistaken, let me go check. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, even if you did want to use the factory fuse box and run your own fuses, there's already a spare row right here that's already activated. You can just run some wires to it, put a fuse in it, and then boom, you're good to go. I may, worst come to worst, I may do that. Yeah, that would really suck. But at least I would actually get something done. Like I said, worst come to worst, I would actually probably do that if some chance I just become stupid and I can't read anymore a diagram. Then yeah, I would probably just run my own wires to this spare row right here and use everything from there. So that's really what's been going on with the Pontiac build. Everything's like really just basically electrical. I really can't say I'm trying to get everything dialed in, just getting everything electrical. It was kind of weird because I'm trying to figure out, there must have been fuel, because like I told you guys before, let me show you. So like I told you guys before, yeah, the fuel lines that I'm getting, remember the fuel ports, the factory fuel feed and return? Remember I told you guys I was branching off to that? It's kind of weird because I posted a picture on the community part on the channel, and the engine fired up to like 1,000 RPM. I had my friend over, we jumped it, fired up to like 1,000 RPM, and then that was it. I'm not going to say it fired up. It basically cranked, the RPM shot up to like 1,000 RPM, and then the engine died. And then ever since then, we only been getting the engine to crank, and crank. So what I kind of think was that some way, somehow, I highly doubt it, but we either had it. I'm not going to say we had fuel still in the line, because if the pump's not pumping, then that little bit of fuel that's in the line wouldn't have made it to the motor. I'm thinking whatever little bit of fuel was in the fuel rail, or probably the injectors, caused it to, I don't know, probably ignite or something like that. I have no idea, but it was a real cool teaser photo for you guys, so I know you're probably going to hate me for that. So in other news, this is probably going to be my corniest video, where I probably only get about 2 views and about 60 thumbs downs, because I haven't accomplished anything in like the past 2 weeks. I've been, like I said, I've basically been trying to figure out this wiring on my own. No diagram or anything like that, no Haynes manual. I definitely, like I said, I ordered a Haynes manual. It basically covers Holden Commodores, the Utes, the Chevy SS's and stuff like that. Once I get that, I can get back into this and actually get a pinout of what wire is which. I hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah, that's really what the holdup has been. I've been trying to be Superman and do this basically the stupidest, hardest way that I thought was going to be easy. So I'm gonna keep on wrenching. I should receive the Haynes manual by tomorrow in the mail. And from there, I could probably get really gung-ho at cutting and splicing, and dialing everything in. I'm even dialing it in, at least getting this thing actually running and started. So that's probably going to conclude today's corniest updated video. Sorry for the weak content, but thank you guys for the love and the support anyway. I'm out.